if you're new at yoga, you're not very familiar with the moves, or you think it's very exhausting and you require a lot of flexibility, this is what's going to make you change your mind, because this comes from the classic Pawanmuktasana series from Hatha, and it's going to move all your joints. So it's going to lubricate everything that is cracking and popping nowadays. So everyone, and I mean everyone, can do it. So let's get it started. This is called actually the anti-rheumatic series. So it moves everything little by little with gentleness. And if you have arthritis, rheumatic issues, heart disease, or anything that you think, oh no, I can't do yoga, you can. So let's give it a try. We have a basic pose to start with, which is going to be Dandasana. So it's like a 90-degree, and you can put your hands here just to chill and to be more comfortable. Even if you think, oh, you need a little cushion or something to prop yourself up, do so. But this is going to be our basic position. And we're going to move with the inhales and the exhales. So when we inhale, whatever movement will come towards us, and when we exhale, we'll push like we're really pushing it away from us. That will be the basics. If you do practice yoga and you have ujjayi in your practice, you are invited to just bring it into the practice. So anyway, we're gonna get started, and we're going to get started with the toes. Okay, the little toes, the big toes, all of them. So we're going to bring them towards us, inhaling, and then we're going to contract them and make them a little, oh, that already cramped my toes. That is how strong it is. So inhale and bring them towards you. I hope you can see them because there's a lot of twigs around here. Bring them towards you. Exhale and contract them and make them a little bend over to the part that the bottom of the mat. Inhale, bring towards you. Exhale, contract. Inhale towards your face. Exhale away from your face. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So little, but it's already quite intense, isn't it? Okay, let's do the same thing, but with the whole ankle. Okay, so inhale and bring everything. And probably you're going to lift a little bit the heels. So bring the heels, the whole flexion of the ankle towards you, and then exhale and extend the ankle as much as possible. Inhale, bring them towards you. Exhale, fold and extend. Find that the shin continues and extends the ankle. Inhale, bring them towards you like a vacuum cleaner. Exhale and extend. And if you want to relax because you think there's too much tension going on the quadriceps, that's fine. Inhale, bring them towards you. Exhale, extend. Inhale, flex. And exhale, extend. Inhale, flex, and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, and stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now we're going to give some circles. So make circles clockwise with both feet at the same time, as wide as you can. All these movements are going to unblock everything that might be blocked in the joints. Let's turn to the other side. So you might occasionally hear some cracks, some pops. Don't worry, nothing is broken. You're just awakening all those little pieces of your body. Okay, beautiful. Remember to breathe. I'm not here when you're going around, just go slowly and inhale and exhale when you feel that extension. That's more or less the pattern. Okay, let's go to the knee joints. So we're going to bring the knee towards us, grab it from behind the thigh, and then we're going to just extend and fold. Inhale, exhale. And if you think, oh, I need one hand, just prop yourself. But if you can do it, just use both hands. Oh, I got mosquitoes. Morning mosquitoes. Exhale. So if you see me slapping occasionally, you know why. Inhale, extend as much as you can, maybe a bit more. Exhale. fold. Inhale. Come on, come on, go, go, go. Exhale. Beautiful. And now we're going to do a rotation. Now that we are already here, rotate towards one side. As big as you can. Imagine you have some chalk on your foot and your toes, and then you're going to just draw a big O. Okay, let's do the O. Beautiful. Yeah, cracking a pop. I just got one. And then turn to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. In and out. In and out. Beautiful. Let's relax the leg and let's go for the left side. So bring it towards you, towards the chest, grab it from behind the thigh, and then go up and extend as much as possible. You probably will feel the quadriceps, even the extension of the hamstring behind. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In and go up. Exhale and go down. Try to go a little bit higher. Inhale. And exhale. In. And down. Inhale. Keep it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale and bring it down. And let's do those circles. You can go clockwise to anti-clockwise. Now I'm doing anti-clockwise. And it might feel awkward, like, no, my circle is never a circle. Do your best. Make it as big as possible. Imagine that O and turn to the other side. And again, if there's a little pop, that's totally fine. And a couple more circles. You don't have to rush it. You can go as slow as you can. No rush. Okay, and bring it down. Okay, let's give ourselves a little rest. So put the hands behind. Maybe close your eyes. We already move the toes, the ankles, the joints of the knees. I guess where we're going now, we're going to the hips. So I'm going to show you first with the left so you can see me clearly. So bring again the knee towards you, and now the foot is going to go hopefully on the crease of your leg. If it doesn't reach that, then as high as you can put it over above the knee. So just bring it, if it's possible, here above the knee, fine. If you can bring it all the way to the crease towards the groin, that is perfect. And then from here we're going to push gently down. Start going down, down, opening the hip. And we're also working the ankle, by the way, just in case you haven't noticed. But we already warmed it up, so it's perfect. So go there gently, do not strain, do not do anything that hurts, just feel that slowly we're moving everything. And move it down and up. Well, up will come almost by itself, but just push it down in this little half butterfly. And then from here, we're going to do some movements, circular movements. So move it. You probably have to just grab your foot with the hands. Just bring it a little bit higher. So if you just leave it on the thigh, it might not move much. And then move it circular. If circular feels really difficult or it doesn't go the way you want it, you can also go a little bit like you are rocking a little baby. So if that works better for you, whatever works best. So you can do circles and then change to the other side if it works. And if it doesn't work or it feels really bizarre, just move it. I mean, I like to put it on the crease of my elbow, but if it's too much, just hold it with your hand and move it and rock it like a little baby. Whatever it is, we just want to lubricate the hip joint. So whether it's a circle, whether it's a rocking, it's all good. Isn't it lovely? Isn't she lovely? Okay, let's go to the other side. Let's do that half butterfly and bring it again above your knee or maybe on the crease of your leg, just where the leg meets the hip. And then start pushing down, mildly and gently. And again, as I said, because we already worked the joint of the knee and the joint of the ankle, that should be warm and it shouldn't be like too extenuous. Remember, I always say if you have any big injuries, just seek further advice and just be wise yourself. You are your best teacher, your best doctor, and you know your limits. So if you see that it hurts a lot because you have an injury, because you have an ankle injury, whatever it is, just be mindful and just maybe put it lower or just be as mindful as you can. Be just always careful and wise with your body. So we do this half butterfly. For instance, I feel it a lot in my ankle because I used to have a lot of injuries in my ankle, so they're very stiff. Okay, from here we're going to do the circles. So again, if the rocking works better, that's also fine. As I said, I normally like to put it in the crease of my elbow, but if you prefer just to go around in circles, the circles feel a bit bizarre sometimes because you cannot really do standing at the circle, big circle, but just move it around like you're stirring a pot. However you can, and it works for you. Or again, as I mentioned, just move it around. The important thing is just to move the joint in the most possible ways. Okay, gorgeous, beautiful. Let's relax the leg. And now let's do something very simple. We already did something, a little bit of that when we were doing the flexion extension of the ankle, but we're going to really lift the kneecaps. So bring it towards you. So we're going to engage the quadriceps, which is the thigh muscles. So you'll see that when you engage them, then the heels are going to lift a little bit. So we're just going to do that to warm up a little bit also the legs and to work also on all the knee muscles. So just inhale and bring the heels up. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now inhale. It's going to stay here for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Feel the strength of the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to start going up. So we're going to move the fingers. So we're going to do a fist. So the thumb is going to come inside, and we're going to close the fingers and then open as much as possible. Imagine you're pushing a wall and close and open. And this is already a lot for a lot of people because we don't really use the fingers that much. And you know, the grip, the way you grip, the strength of your grip is actually one of the factors of longevity. The doctors are checking how strong your grip is, and they know if you're going to live longer or not by that. So it's very important how your hands are, if you are strong, if you are grasping properly. So open a lot and close. You don't have to break your thumb, but open and close. And now open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and close. And strong, strong, like you're crushing the thumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the same, but with the wrist. So we're going to bring the hands towards us. And imagine you really are pushing a wall, so really strong. And then bring them towards us, like if you wanted to touch with your fingers in your forearm. So inhale, bring them towards you. Exhale, fold, and keep the back straight. Keep it as straight as you can, don't slouch. Inhale and exhale. Bring it forward. Inhale. More. Exhale. Fingers touching the forearms. Inhale. Push the wall. Exhale. Bring them towards your face. Inhale, well, towards the face or away from your face, depends on how you look at it. And fold. And then inhale. Keep them there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. And bring them towards the forearm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now let's do that fist that we did before, grabbing the thumb inside, and let's move both on the same direction. So I know normally people tend to do like this. Now we're going to also use the brain a little bit. So both clockwise. Again, as big as you can. A big O, a big circle. And pops and cracks. Come by. And let's move into the other side. And again, no rush. Just feel the movement. And if you feel that you're in this position and it's difficult to keep the back straight, you can also come to cross-legged sit if that feels better for you. Because now we're not moving the lower body, we're moving the upper body. So you're allowed to sit down if that feels better for you. Awesome. Okay, we're going to start again with, we did the wrist, we did the fingers, with the wrist, and now we're going to go with the elbows. So the elbows, we're going to imagine you are lifting like a big weight. Imagine you have something super big and you have to lift it, lift it, and come and touch your shoulders. Extend and bring them towards you. And we can do both at the same time. Let's be a bit economical. And bring them forward. Extend. And bring them towards you. Relax the shoulders, so we're not shrugging the shoulders, so relax them. And probably you're already feeling the shoulders, maybe your biceps. If you're really making the effort, like you really are lifting something, imagine you have 10 kilos or 2 really big shopping bags, and you bring them towards you. Okay, beautiful. I feel it. I definitely feel it. We're going to do the shoulders, and we're going to bring the hands again to the shoulders, and we're going to open as much as possible. So try to bring the elbows together behind you. Inhale, and then bring them together in front of you, and exhale. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Close the collarbones. Bring the elbows together and separate the shoulder blades. Inhale. Shoulder blades together. And if you want to close your eyes because it feels better, do so. And if you have your Udaivris and you're like making that oceanic sound, open and close and open and close and open again. Keep it there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and close for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now let's do some circles. So again, bring the hands on your shoulders and let's paint with the elbow this time a big O. And then again, we can do both at the same time. So bring them up towards your ears, open as much as possible, show your chest, and try to bring both elbows together behind. And now we bring them towards the front, put them together, open, and breathe out when you bring them together. Breathe in when you open your chest and separate. And out. And in. And let's reverse. And out. And in when you open the chest. And out. And open again. And close. And open. And close. Beautiful. Awesome. Gorgeous. And now, what do we have left? If you think, now we have the neck. And I hope you can see me from the side, otherwise I'm just going to move and you can see me from the front. And then we're going to move, be very mindful with the moves of the neck, because I know some people going backwards doesn't feel good. So I like to do more semicircles, so just half of them. So start bringing the right ear to the right shoulder, not the right shoulder to the right ear, the ear to the shoulders. Bring it down and very slowly go with your head down like it's super heavy, like it's 20 tons. chin towards the chest, and then go with the left towards the left shoulder. And then again towards the other side. And buongiorno. And go left and towards the right slowly. And towards the left. And if it feels good in your body and you think it's a good option, you can go all the way down, but always be very careful. Because not everyone has a very supple neck. So always do it to your own degree. And if you want to do a whole round and then go towards the other side, slowly, but always very carefully. So that's why I prefer just to go halfway to be safe. And now come to the center, look ahead, and just move and look right as far as you can go, maybe behind, and then go left. Oh, cracks also coming here, and then go right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. And as a bonus, if there's anywhere when you're doing your circles that you think, oh, this is a place that I can feel a really nice stretch, I recommend to just bring your hand to the temple or to the back of the skull and a light, gentle weight on whatever you are putting your hand, and then stretch a little bit, always very careful, just to release whatever knots and tension that you might have. And if it feels good, stay there for a minute or so, and then bring it to the other side. Okay, where was it that, oh, here it is. And relax the other shoulder. Make sure it really is going down. And release. Beautiful. There we are. Everything's been lubricated. We've moved every joint of the body. I hope that felt good. I hope that was, maybe that was not your idea of yoga, but believe me, it's one of the basic series of yoga that pretty much everyone can do. Take a break, do more repetitions if it feels better. Just do it to your own degree. Remember, we go from the little toes all the way to the neck, so every joint has been moving, and that's the important thing. We unblock all the little pieces that might be there, or everything that might be trapped, and then we release everything. It looks mild. Sometimes it can be really strong, and I advise to do it. If you've never done yoga, if you feel that you've got arthritis, you've got rheumatism, you can't do a lot of exercise, but this is already going to move a lot on your body. So I hope you liked it. Save it for the next day when you're like, oh, what was it? What was it called? Was it Pawanmuktasana, whatever it was? Well, make sure you save it, and then you've got it handy so you can practice it as much as possible. Share it with someone who you know they need this. And as always, it's a pleasure to have you with me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, whatever the button is. And, give me a comment. I know it's smile. And for those yogis of you that are like, oh, hardcore, this might be a walk in the park. But hey, we are all yogis, so we all have the right to do it at our own level. So anyway, thank you so very much. Always an honor and a pleasure. And I got the sun in front of me. That's why I'm winking. See you very shortly. Namaste.